Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the AlphaCraft server. We are back at base, and we've got a few things that I want to do today. Most notably, look at my experience. I have got NAFL experience. We're going to worry about that a little bit later, because what I really want to do is have a crack at that bridge, because I want to open up the other side. I want to be able to use that. It's quite nice if we come over, being careful not to fall flat on my backside as I walk backwards down the slope. Over there, we've got some quite nice areas, mind the toxic chemicals, some quite nice areas over there that I'd like to use as part of this this base, really, because I also need to do a little bit of terraforming, because behind the house up here, I'm going to properly fall over. Behind the house here, it is all wobbly, and what I really want to do is I want to try and get this so as it's flatter and we can put more buildings around, because that makes more sense to me. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to use up this this axe. I'm going to get it done by collecting up these pumpkins, because these pumpkins are going to become jack-o'-lanterns eventually. There we go. And I also need to make a much better... Oh, is that? I missed one. Look, I missed one. I'm going to need to... Oh no! Oh, that's really irritating. Oh, now I'm going to have to hoe that one out. Oh, don't you hate when that happens? You accidentally bounce on your bits. That's not good. Bounce on your bits is not a good thing. So if I... Oh, I forgot to pick them up. Come on, man. Concentrate. Forgot to pick them up. Whack a seed in there. There we go. Bish, bash, bosh. All sorted. Right, so we're going to come over here, because I've got... It's a fairly reasonable amount of wood thus far. Probably not enough. I'm going to have to chop trees down. Not this tree, because I'm a little concerned that that tree is contaminated all over the place. But what we are going to do is we're going to chop... yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to do... So I'm trying to sort of concentrate a little bit on what it is we're going to do, because I'm going to need a number of... If I get my... Where's my crafting table? If I stick my crafting table down there, I'm going to need a number of planks, I reckon. A good number of planks. As well as a number of those. Let's get those there like that. Collect those. I reckon that will probably do for now. I can always come back. So, right, let's crack on and build this. So, first things first. I'm trying to get this kind of suspension bridge feel on this. And... actually, at the moment, I need to create a platform on that side. I'll do that in a minute. But we're going to go kind of too wide all the way along there. Like that. Now what I can do is, where's me axe? Because we're not going to be keeping this wood, so I can probably use that. I reckon. So let's get rid of that wood out. Okay, so I've kind of in my head got what I want to do. It's not obvious to everybody, I'm sure. But this is what the plan is anyway. So let's come over there. And then again, that side. Yeah, that's what we want. We want rain, because we love working in the rain, you see. Rain doesn't make us remotely soggy. We're not remotely bothered about being wet. Actually, that's a lie. You'll notice that I've turned particle effects down a little bit, because I thought, actually, it's causing just a touch of block lag, I noticed the other day, so I've turned them down just a bit. It's not a big deal, but I thought it's probably worth it. And so I'm concentrating, I've got my tongue out, and it's making a big difference. I'm quite happy with the saving in lag that it's causing. So let's get that there, that there. Oh, damn it. Right, that can go there. Collect those up. I quite like it, the fact that if you lay down two slabs and they turn into like, and they're a bottom slab and a top slab, and they turn into what's effectively a block, and then you cut them out, they come back as two slabs, not as a block. I like that. It is more realistic, I think, for me. There we go. That's there. That's there. That's there. And that is there. Okay, so we've got a reasonable shape. I just want to get these blocks back, because these blocks are just there to help me get across. I used them to block across literally. And now all I want to do is just get a shot of them. We're going to come across this way. Okay, so hopefully that should allow me to get all of these blocks. Yes, it do. Right, so I'm going to get all of these blocks and I'll be back with you once I've done a little more. So we've got the bridge there and it's starting to look quite nice, to be honest. So it works in a very suspended sort of way, but it's not actually suspended from anything. It's just sort of dangling and getting hooked up here. What I want to do is I want to get some these like this on either side, fence posts. Right, so withering. Has he just killed the wither? I think that Frill was probably just filming himself killing the wither. And there was definitely a funny noise then as a result of wither killing. Well, congratulations to you, my fine wither bashing friends. You have managed to achieve that achievement. I'm quite impressed, I have to say. Get that there like that. That there and there like that. Okay, and here I suspect, yep, we also need to put that there and there. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're starting to get what looks sort of a little bit more suspended bridge-like, but we need to come out a little bit more because I want... What's that noise? Right, hang on. 2. And that there like that, and that there like that. Okay, so that's what I was aiming for. I just got to go. Congrats, guys, Wither Masters. Okay, so that is about what I'm looking for. We're going to have to adapt it, but if I come along there, coming out 2 more. Down, coming out 2 more, and this side, there, coming out 2. Ah, don't! Oh, thank goodness! I thought I was well higher than that. I was about to die. Oh, that was going to be very embarrassing. Right, so we're coming here, down, along 2, down, down and down. Okay, so you get the idea. This is sort of what we're trying to achieve. I do, however, need to look at it from over here just to check that it doesn't look absolutely pants. But no, I'm all right with that. I'm quite happy with that. Right, so I'm just going to crack on with that a little bit more, and I'll be back when I'm done. Right, I think I've sussed it. It's slightly different to when I left you, because what I've done now is all the connections are coming from the sides rather than the inside of those upright struts. So you can see they're coming across the top, because that's actually more like it should be. And then we've got the suspension here. This is sort of dangling as the suspension bridge would. And then you've got the suspension here as well. So it comes across and we come all the way over. We're going up and down. It's just, I just think it's a little bit nicer than just a straight over and over bridge. So if I look at it from, hang on, let's come at it from this angle. That's probably the best one, right? So if I look at it from over here, I keep looking at it and thinking something's not quite right, but it's nearly there. So, and I think, well, I know what I've missed for a start. I've missed the poles on top of that second one there. So let's get that on here. So I've got that there, that there, that there. Oh, I'm going to run out. I'm going to be 1 fence post short. 1 fence post short. Seriously? Oh, that makes me mad. Right, so I've now got to go and make 1 more fence post. Except you can't, obviously. You've got to make 3 more fence posts. So let's get that going. I'll have those. Might as well make 2, right? Let's use them all up. There we go. Right, so I'm coming this way. I'm coming up. Oh, Smurf sleeping, that's handy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to go on there. Literally, I cannot believe I was one short. That's just typical. Right, now let's suss that out. I just want to recheck that we're not missing out. There we go. Thanks for sleeping, Smurf. Appreciated, man. Get that creeper or that spider. Oh, it bounced off his foot then. Did you see that? I love infinity bows. Right, let's have the spider instead. Oh, the spider despawned. No, I'm going to have to go and have a go at him. It's no good. I don't like creepers just hanging around next to me. It's never good. There we go, that's better. Well, I mean, that took a lot of shots. Far more shots than I'm happy with it taking. I'll tell you that for nothing. Right, so... there we go. So actually, as you come around the corner, that bridge looks pretty sharp. I'm all right with that. The combination of that spruce wood and the oak works really, really well, and it looks like a suspension bridge. We are going to maybe do a little bit more detail. These are just a little bit too up and down for me, but I'm not going to do that now. I'll do that another time, because otherwise we're never going to get to do what I want to do today, which is I want to go and have a look at spawn, because I've been told that spawn has changed. Not loads, but just a little bit. So I'm just going to... what's in this chest? I can't remember what I left in this chest. What do I leave in this chest? Absolutely nothing. Right, so let's put this stuff in the chest. And I know there was a request for stone brick at spawn, so I'm going to go and grab as much stone brick as I've already got made, and maybe make just a little bit more. There we go, so there's a little bit there. That's cobble. Get all of that stone. Okay, let's take some of this cobble out. Let's put the 13 back. I'm going to smelt this up, and then we're going to get rolling, because we are going to go somewhere very interesting. So I have come into the nether because I'm running towards the spawn. I'm pretty confident I'm running the right way. I need to have a right old poke around in the nether as well, because I want to collect some resources from here. And I do need some blaze rods, because I need to start sorting potions and blaze powder so as I can do other stuffs as well. I'm well behind the other players. I've built a lovely house and a bridge and some stuff that goes like into the side of the mountain. But other than that, not really done very much. So anything in the chest? Don't know what that chest is there for. Anyway, should we go in? And we are at... oh my goodness. This has properly been leveled out. Oh, look at that. Do you remember it was only a couple of episodes ago where it was all like bumpy and everything. I'm genuinely impressed. Where are we? Hang on a minute. They've taken out my 0, 0 though, haven't they? Yeah, I know it's painful. What can I tell you? So yeah, 0, 0's here, give or take. There we go. F3. 0, 0 is right here. So my 0, 0 marker is gone. How very, very dare they? You know what? I'm all good with that. Anyway, so what I've got here is a load of chests. Donation for station build. So what you got here? So you got a load of... basically, right. So well, I'm just going to put this down and this. I'm going to shove that on there. I'm going to say love Avo. I'm going to shove that in there, and I'm going to whack all of this in there. Okay, so that's quite a lot of stone brick. Hopefully that will be quite useful for them. What we got? Stone generator. All right, so cool. So I'm assuming this is a... no, you need a silk touch pip, really, don't you? But That is all good. So that's what, hang on, let's just check. So we've got 64, 3 and 13. Let's have a little go, shall we? See if we can't put some little bit extra numbers into that, just for the lols and for the memes. Okay, I'm bored now. 25. So up the cobble. Congratulations, Avo. You're nothing short of a genius. Right, so I'm just going to come over to the village because I want to see whether or not there's anything I can nick. They've done a brilliant job, haven't they? Look at that. Full on flat. That's what we're after. So they're going to be making a station there. Now, not just any old station, but this is going to be like some serious mega station that is this is still completely blotted out by me, isn't it? There is properly nothing that can be done with this whatsoever. We might as well just take all of this because frankly there's no villages anywhere. It was probably not the brightest thing in the world for me to kill off the villagers, frankly, and the reason I didn't kill off the villagers killed themselves off, really, didn't they? When things come to a head, they sort of did it themselves. I'm not jumping down there. It's always tempting to jump down a well in the middle of the village, but I'm going to resist. Let's take all of this. I'll replant this one because we might well use it at a later date, so we might as well get things growing in it whilst we're here. All of that. If you're going to mess up a village, you might as well mess it up properly, right? So let's keep going here. Not got anything to go on that. And there you go. So there's literally nothing I can do. Anyway, so I have delivered my gift to who is primarily Jax, and the Wild One will be doing that. I'm quite looking forward to seeing what they come up with. And time for the next bit. So we are back at AlphaVille, and I'm trying to fill out some of the holes that we've got in the ground. So I've taken kind of all the gravel and the andesite and all that kind of stuff that I've got that basically I'm either not going to use or is going to get in the way, and I'm filling up these holes that are under the ground, because what I want to do is I actually want to create a relatively flat landscape, and that has really inspired me, that spawn area, to be able to make something that is a lot flatter than I've got here. So if they can do it in that crazy undulating area that was the spawn, we can absolutely and definitely. Right, I'm going to have to take these out of my hand there because that's doing my head in. Right, let's put some diorite in because we can, and there's so much of it under the ground. If we need some more, we can always go and get some. So I'm just going to carry on, because look at this undulating land that I'm living on. I need this to be flatter. Basically, it needs to be a lot flatter. All of my buildings are on approximately the same level, and I want to keep it that way. And as a result, I'm going to need to create something that basically fills in a lot of this space. So I'm going to crack on with that now, and I'll be back in a bit, probably a long bit. And we have done some serious terraforming. Look at this. We have got getting flatter. It's getting flatter. Look. We've got all of this area here. I'm going to do something in here, kind of this area in here. That's going to be something interesting. But we have taken out big chunks of all these ups and downs and turned this area into something that's just a little easier to work with. I've still got to do quite a lot of stuff over here though. This needs to flatten out a little bit more. I still need to do something. And what I've essentially done is, you remember that big mountain that was just behind the chickens? Well, I may have flattened it. I may have taken it to pieces. I may have accidentally bitten large chunks off of it. So as now all it is a shadow of its former self. What I've essentially done is inverted the mountain into the rest of AlphaVille and completely turned it upside down. I'm going to flatten it. I've decided I'm just going to take it out completely. I'm going to take it to the level with this here. So this level is where it's going to go. Everything else is going to come completely out, and I'm going to use that resource to fill in big chunks of this area here. I don't know how far down I'm going to go. Now obviously there are some limitations. I'm never going to get to fill everything like down here. We've got a quite nice looking, where's my thing? There we go. Let's just get that in there. We've got a bit of a cave system going on in here. It's not a biggie, it's just a little, but it is a cave system, and it has got a creeper in it, which I'm now going to run away from and shoot in the face. Oh, it's taken 3 hours, the cheeky monkey. Right, I'm having that. So let's light up all the way to the end there. For that one, we'll come and sort something out. I'm going to take out this here. In fact, I'm going to do it with my mending pick, because then I can get the XP orbs, and it will start to mend me pick at the same time, because it is still in the mending process at the moment. Let's fill that in with some cobble, of which I have many pieces. Well, that all took a lot longer than I thought it would, but that's all right. It was worth it. We have got now somewhere we can properly start to establish this area, and whilst at the same time we've got to establish everything else as well. We've got to get that amazing spawn point sorted out. We've got loads to do in there, but what we're going to do now is, I've decided that's taken so long, we're going to close off the video, and I'm going to do the next bit next. I'm going to sort out that little area that I've done over the back a little later on, and hopefully we'll have something to show you then. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying them, and I'll keep on making them, and so will the rest of all the alphas. And if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.